I never got that far to have science in school. Yeah, like that's another thing I don't understand in the US, like the credit thing. Because we didn't have credits. We just had as you pass. If you take the class and you have like enough attendance, you pass. And well, of course, you also have an exam in that specific subject.
I know you want your freedom. I know you want to escape this place. But to do so, we must release our
I
queen.
hate math.
Like us, she is a prisoner.
Like,
If we can free
I know
her, we free ourselves.
normal like
This girl,
plus minus
she carries the blood of this land.
and that
She
stuff.
could be the key.
But
The ritual of flames will show us the truth. Himiko, you are the first and the last. Speak to us now. You killed our brother. Now I'm gonna kill you. This is for Vladimir, outsider. Enough! Dmitri, Nikolai, bring her to me.
the thing we call like the thing we can mostly translate over to college. It's like we finish like we have like of course kindergarten, and then we have like from when you're 6 and then like 10 years forward. That's like school. We just call that primary or public school, primary school. And then after that, you can choose to take an education or go to uni. And when I say take an education, I mean like you can go in computer science, for example. Yeah, we don't have. Well, I can't remember like what Germany has compared to.
She's the one. Soon, my brothers, we will be reborn.
I believe Germany has like.
Your fight is over, creature.
Oh, that must be horrible to be in that.
Let's get down there. Come on.
So we have a university you can go to, or you can go to college. University just means that you can skip some studies in college. So for example, if I go to university, I can take math on a higher level. So that I don't...
Kind of natural gas.
Wait, hold on. Where do I want to go?
Probably flammable. Madness. That's what this place is. Matthias thinks Himiko's spirit is keeping us here.
So
That's not possible.
what we
It's not
call it, like,
possible.
you go to school when you're around
So
6.
beyond crazy that maybe he's come right back around to some kind of sane. The helicopter isn't our way off.
And
You know that, Lara.
then
in
the
your
first
gut.
year is kind of like
Have to warn
preschool.
the others.
And then you
If we
have
board it, We're dead.
9 years you can go. So we go from grade 0, which is preschool, to grade 9. Some schools you can take 10th grade if you want to. So you can get like some studies off in college or uni. But depending on what education you want to take, it requires you to have like a higher level of math. For example, we call them A, B, C, D, E, F. And I think F is what they teach you in public school. And then like depending on like if you want to do something in finance, then you should probably take a higher grade of math, like during college or university. And then when you're done with that, then you can go get like an education in whatever field you want from a college. It's kind of weird way.
Wait! What do you want me to do? Please! Don't struggle too much. And hope to kill you fast.
Oh God. No. This is horrible.
All right.
Like this whole place hasn't gone up yet.
I might have to cap that vent and pit again.
If it's loose, let's just leave it for the next ship.
What the hell? Holy shit!
So once again, I'm breaking games, or just getting very lucky with all these bugs I'm getting. So
Alicia, honey, I didn't want to write this, but if I don't do it now, I might not have another chance. Your mama got herself into some trouble, and I might have to be gone for a very long time. I don't know when or if you'll ever read this, but I want you to know I fought for you. Everything I did in my life was for you. All the time away, all the money I saved, all the sacrifices. I'm sorry for everything you're gonna have to go through without me. If I don't make it back, find Conrad Roth. You've never met him, but he's the best man I've ever known, and he's your father. You have his eyes. You're the light of my life, and I love you more than anything.
all right, I just want to get that. I think I joined kindergarten at 4. I think I can't remember. It's been quite a long time ago. But I remember like us being my family were quite close, so I always had like someone that was home. But, okay. Ah, okay. Relic Hunter. It was probably like, what, 25 or
The
something.
early 18th century. I remember black silk fans were used when conducting funeral rites for nobles.
So I was. So here's the thing, at least for me. So I went to normal school, like public school, kind of like, and went to and then when I was 14, I believe it was, I ended 9th grade or 10th grade, depending on, like, we start at 0 and then go to 9, and then you can take a 10th grade, which is like the 11th grade.
I forgot about the smell.
It's quiet. I don't think she's down here. Maybe we should just leave.
Come on, we have to be sure. Let's search the pit.
Hey, what's going on down there?
Oh, hey, Nikolai sent us down. We're here on orders. Some of the enforcers told us we, didn't actually talk to him. He wants one of the prisoners. The new one they just brought.
You hear that? Stay here. I'll check it out.
So
This isn't right.
we start at 0, like grade 0, like in public school, and then we go up to 9, so that's 10 years. After I finished the 10 years, I was 15 at the time. I was 15 at the time when I started college, is what you can say this. And I'm just trying to listen as well. I was 15 when I started college, but then with the way that some of the educations or colleges work, because I did like computer science, so I did computer science, or like a, what do you call that? Like an IT desk kind of work education thing, which would take like 2.5 years. So out of the 2.5 years, you have to spend about 1.5 years in school, half year out like in the field as an intern, and then another half year at the school again, and then you would get your diploma saying you completed this degree or a degree. And I went the 1.5 year and I couldn't get an internship, or someone in my family had a place where I could go, and he was just too busy to actually have an position for me. So never heard from him again. And at that point I was like, what can I do? So I was 17. 16 turned 17. And like 17, and I kind of dropped out because I couldn't get an internship, so I couldn't do anything. And yeah, that's kind of like my education thing. Like that's the most I've had education-wise. And then I worked for like a school for some time. And then I got an idea of, hey, let me just get an education in game development. So I went to a school to get the game education / web developing. It was kind of a weird one. They only had it for like a year. And when I had been there for like a year, or half year, that education, which would take 5 years, I got a job offer for Finland. So I said, fuck that. Let me go to Finland and work there for some time, because I had friends up there. And then I worked there for some time. And then my mental health didn't really get that much better, so I moved back to Denmark. And then had like various different jobs, and then my own company, and worked other places, got fired, had nowhere to go, and a lot of stuff. But to get to your point, how I hate math and like computers. I just don't see, like, I understand the variable and all that stuff.
Wait for the day, bring us the dawn, show us the way. Your place is now among the Solari brothers. Raise your voice. What the hell? Help me out here. Too much
I understand all the variables and all that stuff in like computer development and programming and all that. But as long as I understand the variables, I just don't know how to write them in math. I don't know, it's kind of hard to like, I didn't fail math or anything, it's just, I just never understood why I should learn about triangles and such. Okay. That's about it. Yeah, and like, that's also a thing, like every time I went to a new school, the math teacher would have a different way of explaining stuff compared to like the previous ones. Well, isn't that only like the grammar that you need to understand at that point? Just get out of it, this is very loud.
Keep it up, you son of a bitch! When I get out of here, I'm gonna shove one of those arrows right up your ass!
Alright, I was in the US the first time when I was
How the hell did you get in here?
I had some help.
10, I think.
Yes.
And yeah, I have family over there.
He didn't make it.
Shit! I didn't think anything could take that guy down.
And
He went out
the
swinging.
English that we
Gave
were
me a
taught
chance to get to you.
was British
Look,
English.
there's a rescue helicopter on
So
its way.
if you didn't
I know
speak
they're
with an
keeping Sam
accent,
separately. Have you seen Whitman?
then
Guess he didn't make it to the guest rooms.
Mr.
You-
Showbiz probably weaseled an upgrade.
We'll find him,
yeah,
And
you
Sam
kind of
too.
like failed.
but we're not gonna do anything from up here.
I'll find a way to get you out.
All right, let's try to loosen this thing up. Come on, guys, again.
Okay, ready?
Yeah, it's
It's no use, Reyes.
Ready? Jump!
shit going on here.
We heard them talking about a sun spirit.
Sun Queen, the ancient ruler of Yamatai.
You gotta be